From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a First Alert weather day for this morning, also into tomorrow morning as well. Some of those roadways could be a little bit icy. Another update on some of the road conditions, and we're seeing a good deal of pink and blue on the map, which means that we are seeing some snowy or icy roadways out there. If you see a wet spot, just assume that it is an icy spot, and please, please, please take it slow. Let's put the next 48 hours into motion with Futurecast radar. Looking pretty dry by 8 a.m., but here's that next round of precip now impacting the Cascades around lunchtime, and then that's eventually going to impact lower elevations to the east of there into this evening, and then another surge of moisture. This is by midnight as we transition into Thursday, and this round could also provide a very thin layer of ice for lower elevations. So that's why we're extending the First Alert weather day for a lot of locations into Thursday morning as well. Now into Thursday evening and into Friday morning, I think at this point the temperatures are going to be just warm enough to where this is going to be a cold rainfall. Of course, you'll still have to be safe on your morning commutes, but it doesn't look like those commutes are going to be as treacherous. So let's time out the chances for freezing rain over the next couple days, specifically for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. That's where the chances are going to be the best. So for this evening after 8 p.m., that's when chances for freezing rain going to come back to Ellensburg. And then for tomorrow, chances are going to be much higher, especially before 7 a.m. After that, we're looking a good deal drier. And then for the Yakima Valley, this is for today into this evening. Looks like it's just going to be a cold rainfall, but by tomorrow morning, especially closer to midnight, that's where and that's when we could have a little bit of freezing rain. So here are some of the ice accumulations we're expecting from this morning through late tomorrow morning. And again, just like a little smattering, 0.01, 0.01, but that is just enough to make those morning commutes slick. And then in terms of the snowfall, Snoqualmie Pass, White Pass, Blewett and Sadis passes, not seeing impacts that are going to be too extreme, but Stevens Pass could pick up a half a foot of snow. So definitely U.S. Highway 2 would be a little bit of a treacherous commute. Then we'll just see a little smattering of snow for our Blue Mountain passes. Now for Friday and beyond, we're going to go back to being mostly dry once again. Not great news for the snowpack, as those numbers not looking too fantastic. Of course, we'll have more to say about that on Friday. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Chances for some slick roads this morning and tomorrow morning as well. For Yakima, we'll also see the same thing, patchy areas of ice over the next couple mornings. In Ellensburg, same thing for the Kittitas Valley as well, but it looks as if Friday morning's commute should be safer. For Hermiston, maybe a little icy over the next couple mornings, but look at those daytime highs, not too shabby. Finally, Walla Walla, maybe a little bit slick in the foothills this morning, but warmer air should limit that threat by tomorrow morning.